Okay, guys, so we have got a new trailer here. This is Kylo Ren confronting Emperor Palpatine, although we don't really see him confront, so to speak, but we do hear the voiceover of Ian McDiarmid. So let's take a look here, and then we'll kind of break it down and see what new footage or what indication it gives to how this movie may be shaping up. All right, here we go. Kylo Ren's TIE fighter there, flying to this ice kind of planet looking thing. There he is. We've seen that shot before from previous trailers and TV spots.
My boy.
Entering into the catacombs.
I have been every voice you have ever heard inside your head.
Okay, so they're definitely using every bit of nostalgic music they can find. We've got the obviously the Imperial March mixed in with Duel of the Fates, kind of a medley of the two. So they're really pulling on the heartstrings. Do you hear James Earl Jones as Vader's voice in there? All right, so let's see. Basically, we've got the opening shot of Kylo Ren flying into, flying from, I guess he's like kind of, it looks like he just entered or exited hyperspace there. And he's flying to this planet that we've, it's this, the Unknown Regions planet, or I don't know if it's a planet. It might be like a floating asteroid, ice asteroid or something like that. I've seen different theories on what this is. So I'm, not quite sure, but it is some kind of ice hovering, floating object. And it seems to be where Palpatine is going to be, his headquarters are going to be located. And I think also that's probably where the final battle takes place in the Unknown Regions. We've seen that the Star Destroyers are coming out of the ice. It's all going to probably go down right here. And there's a lot of lightning around it, as you see there in that frame. So, so he's entering the this pit, I guess, of Palpatine's lair, and you hear him say certain things like, I have been every voice. So he said, my boy. First of all, he calls him my boy, which is interesting. If it ends up ever being true, 100% confirmed that Palpatine created Anakin, I guess you could sort of say that Kylo Ren is related to Palpatine as well, at least from like a Force standpoint, not biologically, but if Palpatine was the reason that Anakin came to be, if he meddled in the Force and created Anakin, then, Ben would be the offspring of that. So maybe that's why he calls him my boy. Could also just be his way of, phrasing. I mean, he doesn't ever call, I think he just calls Luke boy. So Luke would have been in the same boat, but nevertheless, that's a cool shot there. I mean, the set pieces look nice.
My boy.
There he says, my boy.
I have been every voice you have ever heard inside your head.
So there you go. He says, I've been every voice you've ever heard inside your head. And he I guess that's Snoke there. It sounds a little different, but I think that is Snoke, and then obviously Vader. So I don't think he's necessarily saying that he was Snoke. Maybe just the voices. He was manipulating the whole thing. I guess is what he's saying. Which is, I don't know. Like they made Snoke out to be more powerful than Palpatine in Force Awakens, or you get the idea at least, because he had said, I've seen the rise and the fall of the Empire and the mistakes that were made, and, you get the feeling like, oh, Snoke is really the ultimate bad guy here, and now, of course, they kill him off, so now you got to try to do something, so they find Palpatine and bring him back, and, now he's the one who's manipulated everything. Who knows? He probably created Snoke, too. We'll have to see if they ever even explain that in the movie. But so then you get this Vader line inside your head, and I think that's maybe that's Palpatine putting those thoughts. Maybe that's why Kylo Ren was so obsessed with Vader. You see him talking to Vader's mask in Force Awakens. Of course, they threw all that away in Last Jedi. But maybe that's why he was so obsessed, because Palpatine's been planting the seeds, I don't know. I guess they're trying anything they can to try to make sense of the story that's been so disjointed so far. So, and then I just want to cut to this scene with some music on right here. Okay, right there. So we've got this shot. Now this is the same. That's Kylo Ren's TIE fighter. I don't know why it's on Ahch-To burning. Now, I think that scene where he goes to confront Palpatine, I think that's from what the leaks indicate. That's in the middle of the movie. I think it's in the middle of the movie. I don't think that's at the end. I think that's in the middle where he's being kind of summoned to Palpatine. And Palpatine tells him, whatever the storyline ends up being. If the rumors are true, you got to go find Rey. Together, you'll be more powerful. I'll give you the galaxy, whatever his lies. So I think that's in the middle of the movie. At some point, we see this happen. Now, we do know that also in the trailer, you see Kylo Ren chasing Rey on, I don't know what planet they're on. It looks like it could be Tatooine. It could be Jakku. It's maybe just another desert planet. It's unclear. But she's apparently jumping up and cutting his wing off with her lightsaber. We've seen that in the trailer of her doing the flip over it. So if that's the case, I don't know how this ends up on Ahch-To unless it's not Ahch-To, unless this is like a Force vision kind of thing. Perhaps all of that sequence is a Force vision. Maybe they're never together at all. We've seen them, The Last Jedi introduced that whole Force, what do you call it, FaceTiming kind of idea. So maybe this is another extension of that. Maybe where Kylo Ren's chasing her and she jumps over, maybe they're on two different planets. Maybe they're not physically in the same space. That could be just a Force FaceTime. So maybe she chops it crashes, and it crashes on whatever planet Kylo's in, and Rey, this whole time, maybe is in Ahch-To, and then she sees it burning here, through the Force vision in front of her, even though it's not physically there. I don't know. I'm just hypothesizing based on trying to put structure to this story and figuring out what the heck is going on. So you let me know what you guys think of this new footage and of Vader's voice. James Earl Jones, you can never go wrong with having him come back as Vader. Whether any of it makes sense or not, that's a different story. But I do enjoy hearing his voice. It's hard not to have the nostalgia kicking in, and that's what they're going for. And we got to keep reminding ourselves this movie is that they're just trying to pile all this on to make you feel this, because I don't know if they have a good story here, so they got to try something. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Why haven't you? What are you doing? Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas morning. It'll be a Christmas miracle. All right, guys, till next time, lock the doors and hope they don't have blasters.